Have you ever noticed how a magnifying glass can focus sunlight to start a fire? That's the power of concentrated attention. And guess what? Your mind works the same way. But it's not just about focus. It's about creating your entire reality. Sounds bold, doesn't it? Well, buckle up because we're about to dive deep into how your attention shapes everything in your life. Imagine for a moment that your attention is a spotlight. Whatever falls within its beam becomes illuminated, growing brighter and more defined. Everything else fades into the background. This isn't just a metaphor. It's how your brain literally shapes your reality. Neuroscientists have found that our brains can only process a tiny fraction of the sensory information we receive at any given moment. So what determines what we actually experience? You guessed it, our attention. Think about the last time you bought a new car. Suddenly, you started seeing that same model everywhere. Did everyone rush out to buy the same car? Of course not. Your attention simply tuned into something that was always there but previously invisible to you. This phenomenon has a name: the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon, or frequency illusion. It's a cognitive bias that occurs when something you've just noticed, experienced, or been told about suddenly crops up constantly. This is the first key to understanding the superpower of attention. It filters your reality. What you focus on expands, not just in your perception, but in your life. And it goes far beyond just noticing things. Your attention actually shapes your brain at a physical level. Every time you focus on something, you're strengthening neural pathways in your brain. It's like carving a path through a dense forest. The more you walk that path, the clearer and easier to travel it becomes. This is neuroplasticity in action, your brain's ability to rewire itself based on experience. And guess what drives that experience? Your attention. Let's take it a step further. Have you heard of the reticular activating system? It's a bundle of nerves at the base of your brain that acts like a bouncer for your conscious mind. Its job is to let in information that aligns with what you're already focusing on and filter out the rest. It's why when you're thinking about buying a house, you suddenly notice for sale signs everywhere. Or when you're hungry, food commercials seem to be on every channel. So when you decide to focus on opportunities, your brain starts noticing them everywhere. When you dwell on problems, guess what? Your world seems to fill up with obstacles. This isn't magic, it's neuroscience. And it has profound implications for how we live our lives. But here's where it gets really interesting. Your attention doesn't just filter your reality, it creates it. The thoughts you consistently feed with your attention grow stronger. They become beliefs. Those beliefs drive your actions. And your actions, repeated over time, shape your life. Think about that for a second. Where you place your attention today is literally creating your tomorrow. It's like you're holding a paintbrush, and your attention is the color you choose. Every thought, every focus, every moment of attention is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. This concept isn't new. Ancient wisdom traditions have been teaching this for thousands of years. The Buddha said, "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create." Modern psychology and neuroscience are now catching up, providing the scientific backbone to these age-old insights. So how can you harness this superpower? Start small. For the next week, try this experiment. Set an intention each morning for what you want to notice throughout your day. Maybe it's acts of kindness, or business opportunities, or moments of beauty. Then, watch how your world transforms. Keep a journal to track what you notice. You'll be amazed at how quickly your perception shifts. But don't stop there. Once you've mastered noticing, start creating. Use your attention to visualize your goals vividly. Feel the emotions of achieving them. Neuroscience shows that your brain can't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. So when you focus your attention on your goals with emotion and detail, you're literally priming your brain for success. Remember, your attention is like water. It will flow somewhere, whether you guide it or not. So why not direct it intentionally? This doesn't mean ignoring life's challenges. It means choosing where to put your primary focus. When obstacles arise, acknowledge them, but then redirect your attention to solutions and opportunities. You have the power to sculpt your experience of life, one thought at a time. Your attention is the chisel. Your mind is the marble. What masterpiece will you create? Will it be a life of victim mentality, always focused on what's wrong? Or will it be a life of growth, opportunity, and joy? This isn't just about positive thinking. It's about understanding the incredible tool you possess and learning to wield it with precision. Because when you master your attention, you master your life. You become the architect of your reality, not just a passive observer. Think about the most successful people you know. What sets them apart isn't just talent or luck. It's their ability to maintain laser-like focus on their goals, to see opportunities where others see obstacles. They've mastered the art of attention. But this power comes with responsibility. Just as attention can create, it can also destroy. Ruminating on negative thoughts, feeding your fears and insecurities, this too shapes your reality. It's why the news can be so damaging to our mental health. It hijacks our attention, focusing it on the worst aspects of human experience. Be mindful of what media you consume and how it's shaping your worldview. So I challenge you, start paying attention to your attention. Become aware of where your mind wanders. What thoughts do you feed most often? What do you focus on in your relationships, your work, your self-talk? Gently guide your attention back to what truly matters to you. With practice, you'll find that you're not just observing your life, you're actively creating it. Developing this level of attention mastery takes time. It's like building a muscle. Start with small exercises. Try mindfulness meditation, even just for 5 minutes a day. It's attention training in its purest form. Notice when your mind wanders and gently bring it back to your breath. This simple practice can revolutionize your ability to direct your focus. As you progress, you'll start to notice something magical happening. The world around you will seem to shift. Opportunities will appear where before there were none. Relationships will deepen as you give them your full attention. Problems that once seemed insurmountable will reveal hidden solutions. Remember, in a world full of distractions, the ability to direct your focus is more than just a skill. It's your superpower. Use it wisely. Your attention is the most valuable resource you have. It's the key to unlocking your potential, achieving your dreams, and creating a life you love. So what reality will you create with your attention? The choice, as always, is yours. But now you know the power you hold. Use it consciously, use it wisely, and watch as your world transforms before your eyes. Your attention is your superpower. It's time to become the hero of your own story.